Guys, what have I gotten myself into? Let's see if we can do this. What's up, you guys? It's Jess, and I have a whole bunch of ornaments sitting in front of me. I've wanted to do an ornament wreath for a long time, but could never really justify spending the money. But I did actually get a really good deal on all of these ornaments, because there was a sale happening and blah blah blah. Now, as you might be able to tell from my peacock themed little baby Christmas tree here, I don't typically go in for like the traditional holiday colors of like red, green, white necessarily. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not my thing. So you can definitely customize this to whatever you're into. So I don't know if I even have enough ornaments to do this. I've never done this before, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna run through really quick all the ornaments that I got. And yeah, so I got these large 3-inch navy blue ones. And these are all in satin finish, by the way. And then I got more navy blue ones in the 1.7-inch size. I have some gold ones that are 2.6 inches. I got green ones that are 2.6 inches. I have the little green ones, the 1.7 inch. I have these beautiful, like, teal ones in the 2.6 inch size. And I got these purple ones. They actually didn't have any purple ones at Michael's when I went, so I had to get these ones off Amazon. But these are 2 5/8 inches. And they're all satin finish, like I said. And they are glass. I didn't want glass. Just because breakage, but I literally could not find what I wanted in the shatterproof ornaments. So we're gonna forge ahead. Hopefully I don't accidentally break one of these while we're going along and cut myself. Cross fingers. So everything that I have here is gonna be linked down below, and let's just get started and see what happens. Okay, so I've got all my ornaments and I've pulled out the little topper things because I want to glue them down, because with these being glass, I can't have these like pulling out potentially, because that would just be a disaster and then my ornaments would break all over the place. So I'm taking some E6000. This stuff will hold until the world ends, and I'm just putting a little bit around the rim of that ornament. And try and be really careful not to get any on your skin. I might actually put on a glove to do this. It's not going to hurt your skin, but it's just going to be really obnoxious. And then I'm going to put this cap back on. And now I know that that's going to hold really well. And so I'm going to go through and do that for the rest of these. Okay, you guys, so I've glued all the tops onto my ornaments. That's all ready to go. I have taken a wire hanger and unhangered it. I stretched it out and I put it into this vaguely circular shape. It doesn't have to be perfect, that's fine. And I'm just going to start putting my ornaments on here. I want to be careful because obviously these are glass, so I can't just go like slamming them on there. Don't want to do that. And the good thing about this, doing it like this, is that I can always rearrange them if I don't like how it's turning out. So that's cool. So I'm just going to continue going on like this. And you'll see the progress as I go. Okay, so I've taken my ornament hanger wire situation here, and I've actually hung it on one of my light stands. You could hang this on like whatever, but I'm kind of using this to like shift around and rearrange the ornaments so that I can get a better sense of what it's going to look like when it's actually like hanging up. I don't know how well you can see. Let me tilt this light a little bit. Or just as you're going along, you can just kind of like, just pick it up and look at it. Look at your configuration. And then you can just like flip around the ornaments. And you're like, oh no, I don't like that one on that side. Let me flip this one over here. And put that one that way, and just kind of, you could just kind of go along and flip them around till you get something that you like. So yeah, this method is working for me so far, so I'm just going to keep going. Okay, here's where I'm at. I got all of my ornaments onto my coat hanger. I had just enough. I used every single ornament that I bought. But I got them on there. They're arranged. I'm going to see if I can show you how I closed it off. I don't know if it's going to show up. I might have to get a still photo. You can see right there that I just made a couple little loops, hooked them around each other, and then used pliers to like close it off really tight. So that's not going to come undone. And I'm going to lay this down very carefully and talk to you about what I'm going to do next. So, I'm a little leery about hanging this thing on my door, which is what I would have liked to do, just because I don't really use my front door very often. I'm more of a back door house. So I don't know, maybe I will. I'm contemplating. I'm just very nervous about breaking these ornaments. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do is put a ribbon on there. And I'm going to try my best to show how I'm going to do this. But I just don't know how well I'm going to be able to get it on camera because of the fact that I'm working with glass. I need to be really careful. But I'm going to try. If I can't do that, I'll maybe shoot something a little like separately, just showing you kind of how I did it, but not on the wreath. Does that make sense? You'll see if that's what I end up doing. So, onward. Okay, let me move my table a little bit. So I want to put the ribbon around the area where I joined the ends of the hanger together. So I have this wide satin ribbon that matches my teal ornaments really well. You can see like up against that one. Matches really, really well. So I'm just gonna take a big long piece of this. This is way more than I know that I need. But I'm gonna cut a chunk of it off and set the extra aside. And then I'm just gonna put this, whoops, dropped it. I'm just gonna put this piece of ribbon through that spot where the join is. Got it. There we go. Just gonna pull that about halfway through. And I'm gonna rearrange it a little bit. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to get this part on camera. I'm just rearranging a little bit because I want to actually tie the ribbon right across where that join is so that I have no chance of any of my ornaments, you know, working their way through that joined area, which I pinched it off really, really tight, so I don't think that they would. This is just being overcautious. Okay, I have to set this in my lap, otherwise it's just not gonna work. So let me try to re-angle my camera really quick. Okay, so I'm just setting this in my lap because this is gonna be easier than trying to work with it laying flat. So I've just got my ribbon right over that join, and the first thing I'm going to do is just tie a nice, tight, regular old knot right over that spot. So, perfect. Got a nice tight knot over that. And now I'm going to just tie a bow. And there's all kind of fancy bows that you can tie. I'm not really worried about that at this juncture. I just want a little bow. Now, this is where I'm at. Remember, I cut that ribbon much longer than I needed it to be. So now I can cut off that excess. And this is a satin ribbon, and it will fray on the ends. So I'm gonna leave it a little bit long. So I've got, this one side is quite a bit longer than the other. So first I'm actually going to just kind of even those up. And in order to help that fraying minimize, I'm actually going to cut it off at an angle. That won't guarantee you're not going to get any fraying, but it will help. So I just cut like a triangle section off of the end of that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And voila, I have an ornament wreath. Let me change the angle of my camera a little bit. Ornament wreath, it worked, I did it. Let me put this in the front here a little bit. And you can still shift these ornaments around and rearrange them to get it to look the way you want it to. So that is one thing I really like about this, is that you can play with it, fix them. I'm definitely going to get a like Rubbermaid ornament container thing to store this in after the holidays. So I definitely would recommend that if you do end up using glass ornaments. Probably not necessary if you use shatterproof plastic ornaments. So I really hope that you guys like this, and I'll see you in the next one.